This car's seen some better days. But here's the cool thing where we are today. Morning, everybody. We're in Thorold at Thorold Automotive Solutions. This is Frank, owner.
Hello.
How you doing, Frank?
Welcome, Tim.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you as well.
This is a massive wrecking yard?
Yes.
How many cars would you have in here? Would you even know?
Probably 5 to 7,000 cars.
5 to 7,000 cars. Cool. Okay, so let's go back a little bit because your dad started this
Yes.
how many years ago?
We started this in 1982. He had bought Thorold Auto Supply, which had gone bankrupt in another location. Took a big risk at interest at 20% and plus.
Yeah, right.
So he brought it back to life in the 80s. And then we outgrew the last location, so we moved here in the late 80s as a 10-acre facility. And now we're a 23-acre facility selling used auto parts across southern Ontario, and we ship all over the continent.
So who is your main customer?
So our main customer would be, we have a group of customers. So the collision centers, the mechanic shops, the general public, insurance companies as well.
So let's say like this car has been, I don't know, it's just end of life or it's got in an accident.
Yeah, so our source comes from, we buy end of life vehicles, whether they're written off by accident, whether they're just old and scrap, whether there's drivetrain issues and they're not worth repairing. So we buy the vehicle at the end of its life, we process it, we inventory the parts, and then we have a computer system that we can sell the parts off.
Because there's so many things with so many parts within the car that are still valuable, like doors.
Yes,
right.
doors,
Like
which
you're
has
not
already been
noticing many doors on cars.
Doors
right?
are hot seller because in an accident, it's the first thing that usually gets hit.
That's the
right?
first thing that goes.
Fenders, hoods, radiators, everything. We log everything in our system. We have a computerized system that tells us what fits, what interchanges.
Oh, we got a door here. We got a door. What do we got? Oh, it's a Hyundai. It's a Hyundai Accent. Looking for a Hyundai Accent door? Still unavailable. But you guys have evolved the business too. It started as a wrecking yard.
Yeah, so in the 80s it was basically a scrap yard. You come in, you buy used alt, and you just use starter. We've evolved, the cars have evolved. They're more technologically advanced. So we've evolved into the electronics, into more parts of the vehicle, and then we evolved in selling service, repairs, recycling the vehicle responsibly. Now we got into tire service, tire sales and tire service. So yeah, we've evolved into a solution provider as opposed to just selling you a part.
Hence the name change. You just
so we just changed our name for that reason. We didn't want to pigeon ourselves as just a part sales place.
I like the recycling side of things. Let's take a break. We'll go inside to the center and show off how you are recycling the fluids within these cars properly, and we'll get into the service. And then when these cars are done, do they get crushed?
Yes.
Can we do that?
Yes, we will crush a car today. Yes.
All right, back. We'll come back at Thorold Automotive Solutions on Morning Live. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Thorold Automotive Solutions. We're in the garage, and so many things have changed in this business when it comes to properly recycling fluids and everything within the car. So we're here with George. Hey, George, how are you? I call him George, but nobody calls him George. Everybody calls you Bump.
Correct.
So we're calling you Bump. We got Adam there working away on this car. So take us through the process, George. This is a decent looking car.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What would have happened to it?
Accident. Involved in a collision, written off by the insurance industry. We bid on the vehicle, bring them back, catalog our parts, take pictures, put them through a process here where we test all the parts. So everything gets tested here. Then we evacuate all the fluids from the vehicle. Fluids go in through the SATA machine over here.
Okay, so what did Adam just do right there? What's coming out of there?
He drilled the tank and he's removing the gas from the vehicle right now. As you can hear the pump going. You hear the pump?
So the gas is coming out and getting filtered into here.
Yes.
Because what are some of the other fluids that are coming out of these cars?
We take windshield washer fluid out at this stage. We take all the radiator fluid out at this stage here. Some engine oil comes out at this stage here. And that's the filter right now. So it's telling it right now whether or not it's good gas or bad gas. So then it goes up through all these lines here through the ceiling, goes out to the back and gets divided into tanks.
What's bad gas?
Stale gas, water, gas.
That can't be reused again?
Yes. We burn that stuff in our yard vehicles that run around the yard.
Right.
Some of the bad gas, but we don't. The good gas we can use in some of our delivery vehicles.
How has things changed in this business over the years when it comes to recycling?
More conscientious. Everybody has to pitch in to do their part, which we have stepped up, and we have to make sure going forward that we reduce our carbon footprint 100%. So the more things we do properly here, the better it is for generations to come.
Exactly. Look at this one here. So this is looks like another pretty new truck.
2019 Honda Ridgeline. That was a theft recovery that the thieves didn't get off so lucky.
Right. Could you be using any of these parts in here? Like,
Some of the parts will be tested and salvaged. However, even stuff.
What about recycle? Could you do anything with that type of stuff?
100%. All of this stuff here will get separated into aluminum bins, metal, stuff that's broken, cast, short steel. Everything goes away in bins.
How much of your business are you bidding on the cars? Can people bring just a regular car here too if they want?
We do. Retire Your Ride, Car Heaven, Kidney Foundation. There are programs out there for people that want to donate their vehicle, donate it to a place like us so it's done properly, as opposed to driving down a country road and you're seeing 4 tires off on the side of the road and ditch and.
Well, where these are going to go, those are going to go back to the yard where we were with Frank.
Yes.
And you're just going to pick away at the parts.
Yep.
And then when all those parts are gone, it gets smashed.
Yes. We coordinate right here when it's in this stage after we inventory them, what parts we're actually going to take off the vehicle and stock.
Like you know how much you can get off that vehicle from all the parts that are on it.
Yes.
Amazing. Okay.
Yes.
That's one side of the business, but you guys have really changed. There's a service side too before we get to the smashing of cars. We'll do that when we come back. With Thorold Automotive Solutions on Morning Live. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Thorold Automotive Solutions. So we've been telling you through the morning. We started in the yard, then we went kind of through the dismantling, recycling program that they have here. Now we're into the service center, and we got the service manager here with us, John. Morning, John.
Morning, how are you?
Good, man. Well, this is pretty neat because it's a service center, just like any other service center out there. What sets you guys apart, though?
So there's not too many service centers that have 23 acres of high-quality warranted used parts in the back, obviously. We have guests that call in for parts, but we also give them the solution that if they need them installed and can't do it, we can install them for you.
Let's use this car as an example.
Sure. Yep. So this guest had a catastrophic failure with their transmission. They called the dealer, realized it was worth more than the car, but we were able to sell them a used quality transmission, and we're installing it for them at a reduced rate for half the cost.
Luke, can you take a walk for us? Because like you got it all kind of inventoried through the warehouse here.
Yep.
So for that individual there, would she have called you guys?
So she called into our parts department, and then the parts department put us through to our service department, and we gave them an option to have it installed for them.
This is a?
AC compressor.
Of course it is.
So these are all warranted too, for a fraction of the cost of what it costs to go to the manufacturer to get a brand new one.
So who's your customer mainly? Would it be individuals like her that?
Yes, and we also have a lot of fleet customers that we deal with, a lot of companies that have large fleets that get door dings, mirrors, stuff like that, obviously wouldn't want to go to the dealer and pay retail cost for, so we
But everything from tail lights to
side.
Oh yeah, that gets that. Always getting knocked off or something like that. And everything in here is inventory.
Inventoried.
So you know kind of the stock that you do have.
100%.
Okay, I want to kind of continue walking. We're making Luke work here. But we saw that a couple cars being taken apart.
Yep.
And this is where those parts live
all
afterwards.
Those parts get inventoried, and then just on the other side of this is where the big stuff is. The rims, engines, transmissions. It's all inventoried. All the rims you can see through the back there on the wall and outside, and then through into the big room in the back is where all the engines and transmissions are all kept and inventoried with mileage. From when they took the car out, they know that how much mileage was on the engine when the vehicle came out, or engine came out of the vehicle, or the transmission.
So you can come and find an engine, and then you can install said engine.
Install it, yeah. We can tell them how many kilometers were on the engine when we installed it.
Wow, what about tires?
Tires, yeah, we're a Goodyear affiliated dealer. We have new, and we also have a wide selection of used tires too for an alternative solution.
Engine?
Transfer case.
Okay. We're learning here too.
Yep, that's a transmission.
That's a transmission.
Yep.
Ah, engines.
Those are engines.
Hey, you need an engine? Hey, you want an Luke, you want an engine? You get an engine.
Have a spare one.
Yeah, you take that engine. Cool. Okay. Oh, wow, this is neat, man. All right, well, let's take a break. Thanks, John. Thanks for the tour. We got one more cool thing to do, because once all the parts are out of the car, you need to smash said car. We'll see if we can do that. We come back. Thorold Automotive Solutions. I'm Morning Live. Morning, everybody. Welcome back to Thorold Automotive Solutions. So we've kind of done the whole gamut. We started in the yard. We're back out here in the yard because this car here, which is it's an Acura ROX, it's had its entire life cycle and it's about to get crashed. Here with Joe Manelli. Hey, buddy, how are you, man?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Okay, so take us through the life cycle of your cars when they first arrive here.
So when the car first arrives, we buy the cars and bring them in, and we take them into a retraction area there to take all the parts out and all the fluids From there, when all the parts are put in all the shelves from there, we label them, we track them for selling to get into our service department.
Right.
Once that car goes from there, we bring it out here and line them up, and based on the size of the car and everything that we have. The bonus part now is that the cost of scrap is up. So you can see why we have all these cars
Ready
over
to be-
here,
ready to
be crushed.
Can we crush it?
You can
Can
crush
I
it.
crush it? Oh, this is
Buddy,
the button.
This is
Okay.
the button right here. And I've got a surprise for you to show you what happens when the car is crushed.
Okay, so I'm pressing this.
Yeah.
Crush, 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 crush.
Crush, crush, crush.
Okay, so that's coming down.
Yeah, so you've got about 10 tons right now of that car. The bottom one is theirs because we like to stack them 2 to 3 to 4 cars up. And it's easier for us to load in a transport truck and make more money on the scrap, the cost of the scrap.
And there's a reason that you're holding the beer for us too, isn't it?
There is.
That's just not for a job well done after
No.
after I'm finished.
Now,
When do I go? Till. Is that good?
let it go, yeah. And then it goes right back up by itself.
Okay.
Now, what you did there has just made a lot of people in our area happy because that car now becomes this beer can. In the pandemic, nobody was bringing their beer cans back. They kept holding on to them. So, Molson companies, all the beer companies are calling the recycling areas to say, hey, we need to make beer cans. That car there now becomes this beer can for you, buddy.
Because where are we with scrap right now?
Oh, scrap is high. We're selling scrap right now. We're making some money. And what we do is we take that money and we hold on to it because we need to buy more vehicles. And this is also environmentally friendly. We take out all the fluids and everything.
There's nothing coming out of that car,
There's
right?
nothing
Because
coming
we
out of
saw
that
that
car.
with Bump earlier on.
That's
Everything's
correct.
coming out of the car.
No glass, no nothing in there. And you can see how far it's scrapped down. Now we'll get another car put on top and the other one there. And then we have 4 cars from there.
Cool. All right. I'll drink to that.
Cheers.
I actually am officially on vacation.
You
so-
are. You are. Go Italy.
Cheers, man. Thanks,
Cheers.
buddy.
Thank you.
Ah, a warm Molson.